Hello and welcome to Spotlight. This is where we turn the beam of discovery onto products and companies to keep abreast of their plans and successes. Shows and events are always a good way to catch up on progress, and we were drawn to the Edge stand at the recent IDEX show in Abu Dhabi. Now, Edge is the umbrella company for the UAE defence companies formed in November 2019. A key company within its missiles and weapons cluster, Halcon, has been attracting positive interest with its Desert Sting 16 range of precision-guided weapons. And IDEX 2021 was a great time to meet Khalifa Al Tamimi, the design engineer and project manager with Halcon. And I started by asking him to tell us about Desert Sting and its capabilities.
Desert Sting is actually a family of three weapons types, or three different warhead sizes. We can start with the Desert Sting 5, which is a 5 kilogram pre-fragged warhead. And then you go to the Desert Sting 16, which is a 16 kilogram warhead, and the Desert Sting 25, which is a 25 kilogram warhead. And all of them are pre-fragged. The Desert Sting comes with two types of guidance. It comes with a GAINS solution, which can work with the GPS and the GLONASS, and it comes with a semi-active laser. If we use the GAINS only, we get a CEP of 10 meters. And if we use the SAL Seeker, we take down the CEP to 3 meters accuracy. The kill radius, or the travel radius of the fragments, for example, of the Desert Sting 16, and that's what makes it unique. It's a small warhead with a 16 kilogram, and it can travel up to 60 meter radius. So if we take, if we say, we can say it's 120 diameter. So it can cover a bit of large area around it. The Desert Sting 25, it comes with two categories. There is the glide-only weapon, and then we also have another version where we can add a booster to it, when we can enhance it with an additional 15 kilometer range. Most of the Desert Sting have almost a very similar range capability. The Desert Sting 16, for example, if we release it from 30,000 feet, it can reach up to 16 kilometers downrange. And it also has a capability to go cross range of 11 kilometers cross range, and also can go back range with a 7 kilometers. So it can cover almost, we can say, a 360 area. It's not a 360, but it can have a bigger range or a bigger footprint of a better chance of a target opportunity. So that's what's special about the Desert Sting family.
Now, while Halcon has been busily developing missiles, another UAE company called Calidus has been working on the development of its own trainer-light attack aircraft called the B-250. Seen here in its introduction at the Dubai Air Show in 2017. But since then, it's been undertaking significant changes to allow the aircraft to meet new mission requirements. And at IDEX, the aircraft was on display and proudly sporting Desert Sting amongst its armoury.
The Desert Sting family is designed to be released from a light attack aircraft, for example. And we can take a very good example is the Calidus, the B-250 that's owned by Calidus, which suits perfectly for the Desert Sting. And I think we look forward to load this weapon on that aircraft and use it.
So, Khalifa, testing and everything done now?
We are now in the production phase. So it is tested, it's qualified, we're ready to use and ready to sell.
There's an increasing demand for missiles and other armoury for light attack aircraft, and Edge has clearly seen this with its other products on show. One driving force for Edge is cost effectiveness, and Halcon was displaying a good example of this with its Thunder Kit system. This represents a cost-effective short-range guided bomb kit that combines an inertial measurement unit and global navigational satellite system measurements to guide the system to pre-programmed target coordinates. A semi-active laser seeker can also be fitted to enhance precision. Khalifa explained to me how that all works.
Thunder is a different concept from Desert Sting. Desert Sting targets the light attack target, like a personnel, light vehicles, small targets. But Desert Sting is actually for a bigger target, like buildings, airports, bunkers. And it's made it's made in a way that it can fit to a NATO standard warhead, the MK80 series. So at Halcon, we only deliver the kit system, which consists of the nose kit, which is where the guidance and semi-active laser sits, and the control kit, which is the tail unit. So this is what we deliver. The customer can use whatever NATO standard they have, NATO MK80 series standard they have. The Thunder kit, it comes in 3 different type of MK80 series warheads. We have the 81, we have the 82, and we have the 84. The 84 is around 910 kilograms of warhead. So total it will be almost a ton as a weapon. The P31, it's 110 NATO standard warhead. With the kit, it's almost around 140 kilograms. Sorry. And the Thunder system is designed to be used on the fighter aircrafts because due to its weight, due to the warhead that is used on this type of aircraft. It also can be used on light attack aircrafts. It depends on the aircraft itself if it's designed to carry this much of weight. For example, the B-250 again can handle this type of ammunition. So P31, the Thunder P31 and the Thunder P32 can be used on the Calidus P350. The range, in terms of range, for example, the Thunder P31, if it's released at 30,000 feet, it can reach up to 27 kilometers. And that's only glide, there is no propulsion in it.
Well, one of the challenges, of course, is the racking of the systems, especially when it comes to the smaller missiles. I asked Khalifa about Halcon's development in this area.
At Halcon, recently we've been starting to developing racks for the smaller ammunition, not for the bigger ones, the Thunder system, but especially for the Desert Sting system. Because of its unique, for example, the DS-16, it's a 50-pound weapon, and and in this class, it's very rare to find air-mounted equipment, and it's very rare to find these aircraft-mounted equipment. So we had to develop by our own and to be independent. We have developed a rack, a single rack that can fit on this one, a dual rack, and also a quad rack. And it depends on what the user wants. We are ready to supply. The racks includes a store's interface unit, which works similar to a store management system, but a smaller version. So the aircraft doesn't have to speak to each weapon. It will have only to speak to one hard point, and that hard point will communicate to the store management system, and it will do the job. It will be able to select between each weapon what goes first based on the requirements or on the configuration of the aircraft.
Now, of course, the important thing here is that all of this is wholly made in the UAE, a point that all at Edge are very, very proud of. And it's a great start for the company going forward.
Very important statement that everyone should understand about Halcon. Halcon is a 100% owned UAE company. Most of our weapons, it's manufactured from A to Z. We are an end-to-end company. Our product is an end-to-end product. So then that's an advantage, we believe, because we can provide a full support to the customer and to the client, also with other system and other companies, because due to the access we have to each subsystems.
And so the final issue is, of course, with those customers. There's no doubt that the UAE Armed Forces are delighted with the output, but looking forward, are there plans for export?
I think Halcon the door is open. Today our main customer is the UAE Air Force, and our doors is open for international customers, and we're happy to support and supply.